Hey everybody, and welcome back to another ROBLOX Studio tutorial. And today I'm just going to be making a tool shop GUI, which is basically a shop where you can buy tools and all sorts. So first what we're going to do is we're going to go to the toolbox and actually get the tools that you want to put in your shop. So I'll be right back when I have all my tools. Alright, I'm back and I got all my tools right here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to replicated storage and you're going to create a folder. And then you're going to call this folder shop items or just shop tools. Then you're going to select all your tools and put them in this shop tools folder. Then you're going to make another folder and you're going to name this folder events. In this folder you're going to add a remote event right here, and you're going to make one remote event for every tool that you have. So I'm going to actually rename my tools. I'm going to rename slingshot, sword, and laser gun. So now I'm going to make a remote event for all of my tools. So now that I have all of my remote events right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a script inside of server script service. And we're just going to name this tool by script. Now delete the print hello world and type local rs equals game.replicated storage. Go down. Local player equals game.players.local player. What you're gonna do rs.events.lasergun.on server event connect function, and then in these little parentheses you're gonna type player and then go down. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to make one of these for every single remote event that you have. Alright, and now I've got all of my events set up right here. So now what you're just going to do is, we're going to come back to the script for later, but for now you're going to go into Starter GUI and you're going to make a screen GUI. Then you're just going to name this tool shop GUI. Or whatever you want, really. It doesn't really matter. So then you're going to import a frame, and this is going to be the shop frame. So now you're going to change the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5. Change the background the border size pixel to 0. Then you're going to go down and change the Z index to 2. And then you can just change the size of the shop and where it is to wherever you want. Alright, and now I have my shop frame right here. So what you're gonna do is, well, this is actually optional. You don't have to put a label in, but you can if you want. So I'm gonna put a text label in, and this is going to be basically the label that shows that it's the shop by saying shop at the top. So you're gonna change the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5. Change the border size pixel to 0, and you're just going to drag it where you want it to go. Oh yeah, remember to change the Z index to 3. So now you can move it around, and you can change the size of it. So I'm just going to put it in the middle right here, and then you can scroll down, check this box named text scaled. I'm just going to click it, and now you can type whatever you want in this text box right here. So I'm just going to type tool shop. Now I'm just going to change the size by going down to background transparency, background color 3 and you can just change the color right here. So I'll just make it a yellow, and you can right here just change the text color. So I'm going to make it a white color, and then you can just change the text, then you can change the font to whatever font you want. So I'm just going to change it to, I don't know how to say that. Alright, and now once you've got your text label right here, you're going to import a text button. So now you have your text button. Change the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5. Change the border size pixel to 0. And then you're going to change the Z index to 3. And these buttons are going to be what buys the tools. So I'm just going to have a button for every tool that I have, which is 3. So now you can go down and do what you did with the text label, change it to text scaled, and then change the text to whatever you want. So I'm gonna name these what the names of my tools are. So I'm gonna do sword. Well, okay, I'll change the font too, and I should probably change the name of the button. So I'm gonna change the name to sword button, and you'll do this for every tool that you have. You'll make a button for every tool that you have. So I'll come back to you once I finish customizing it. Alright, and now I've got my sword button right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate it and put another one right here. So now that since I have this new button, I'm just going to name this new button slingshot button. Because this is going to be the button that gives me the slingshot up here. So then you're going to duplicate this. Well, actually, I'm going to change the text to slingshot. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And then this is going to be the laser gun button. So I'm going to change the name to laser gun button and change the text to laser gun. So now I have my 3 buttons right here, and you can move them however you want. But what we need to add is actually an X button to get out of the shop. So you're just going to duplicate one of these buttons, change the size, and just put it up in the corner, or whatever you want really. It doesn't really matter. And you can change the text to a capital X, so it looks like a close button. And you can change the background color to red. And you're just going to name this button close button. And you're just going to insert a local script. And now, what we're going to type is script.parent.mouseButton1click connect function. And then script.parent.parent.visible equals false. So now this is your X button fully completed. That's all you needed to do. So now we're actually going to just script these 3 buttons. So you're going to insert a local script into one of them, and you're going to type local rs equals game.replicated storage, and then script.parent.mouseButton1click connect function. Go down, and you're going to type rs.events.sold.file server. And now you got your script right here. And for every button that you have, you're going to insert this local script. But make sure to change which remote event is getting fired. So for the slingshot button, I'm going to change this to the slingshot remote event. So I'm going to do slingshot, which is the name of my slingshot remote event. Then I'm going to go to my laser gun event and change it to laser gun. And now since we got that all working, we're going to go back into our tool by script, and we're going to type, or on each of these events, we're going to type, so for this is the laser gun event, so what we're going to do is local laser gun equals rs dot shop tools dot laser gun, and then colon clone. We go down, and laser gun dot parent equals player. And now we're just going to do this for every event that we have. So now once you finish the script right here, you're going to go back into the GUI, and you're going to add a text button. Not into the frame, into the, what is it called? The screen GUI. So now you're going to rename the text button to shop button. And this is the button that actually activates the shop. You're going to change the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5. Change the border size pixel to 0. And you're just going to resize it to whatever you want. And you can place it wherever you want to. So I'm just going to put it right here. And you can go down and change the text to whatever you want. I'm just going to name it shop. Make sure it's text scale 2. And then just customize it however you want. So now once you got your shop button right here, you're going to insert a local script. And then in this local script, you're going to type script.parent.mouseButton1click connect function. Go down. You're going to type script.parent.parent.shopFrame.visible equals true. Oh yeah, and one more thing. You're gonna go back to the tool by script, and you're gonna change this to player.character. And now you're just gonna click play, and let's see if it works. Alright, I'm in my game right here, and if I click shop, the shop appears. And now if I click laser gun, I get my laser gun right here. If I go back to the shop, I click slingshot, I get my slingshot. Just like that. I get my sword, and I get my laser gun. So yeah, that's the tutorial for today, and I hope you all learned something new. I never know what to do with these outros. Bye.